We are counting down the 10 worst mistakes lurking in homes that repel buyers and kill your bottom line. From money-sucking eyesores and DIY disasters to trust-shattering deal-breakers, these ranked pitfalls can slash thousands off your sale, often before buyers even step inside. Which upgrade is quietly costing you the most? Let us find out, starting with number 10. Wall-to-wall carpet in a bathroom or dining room is the fastest way to turn a buyer's stomach and send your sale price south. It does not matter how spotless you keep it for showings. The first thing buyers picture is every spill, every footstep, and every mystery stain from years past. Allergy concerns, trapped odors, and the daily grind of scrubbing out last night's lasagna are all baked in. Most buyers mentally knock $5,000 off their offer the moment they spot carpet near a toilet or under a dining table. Replace it with hard flooring, and you will actually get some of that investment back, unlike most of the disasters higher up this list. Turning your garage into a gym or a movie lounge might feel like a smart upgrade, but buyers see it as a headache waiting to happen. The moment parking or storage disappears, so does a chunk of your home's value. Appraisers follow strict Fannie Mae rules. If the space is not heated and permanently finished, it is not counted in the square footage, no matter how many TVs or treadmills you squeeze in. Most buyers want a garage for cars and tools, not another living room. Reverting a garage conversion can run $8,000 to $15,000, and that expense lands right on your shoulders when buyers start negotiating. That bright red accent wall you love. Buyers see a renovation bill and a headache. Listings with bold or dark paint colors in major metropolitan areas sat an average of 22 days longer and sold for 6% less than similar homes with neutral walls. Online photos make these colors look even harsher, so buyers often scroll right past without ever booking a showing. The psychology is simple. Anything that screams work before move-in is a turnoff, and it takes up to 4 coats of primer to erase that teal disaster. In a digital-first market, loud walls mean fewer clicks and lower offers. Period. Above-ground pools promise summer fun, but to a buyer they are nothing but a giant headache. The first thing they see is a dead patch of grass and a maintenance bill that never ends. Insurance companies are not fans either. Many raise premiums by up to 25% because of the added liability. If a kid slips or a neighbor's dog falls in, you are suddenly on the hook. Most buyers picture weekends spent skimming leaves, not lounging poolside. In non-resort markets, these pools drag values down by 5 to 12% and can add up to $2,000 a year in upkeep. Unlike an in-ground pool in Florida or Arizona, above-ground versions rarely add appeal. Instead, they are a red flag and a reason to offer less or to walk away entirely. Nothing kills a home sale faster than amateur electrical or plumbing work. Inspectors flag about 30% of listings for DIY wiring or makeshift pipes, and once that happens, buyers start calculating how much it will cost to make things safe. Exposed wires, crooked outlets, or PVC traps under the sink are not just ugly, they are a liability. Lenders and appraisers want to see permits and professional sign-off, not a tangle of extension cords or a leaky patch job. Licensed repairs typically run anywhere from $3,000 to $15,000, and buyers know it. Deals collapse, or buyers demand a huge credit to cover the mess. Skip the drama and hire a pro before you list. Otherwise, you are just inviting a lowball offer, or worse, a dead deal, because nobody wants to inherit someone else's shortcuts, especially when safety is on the line. Shiny brass fixtures are the fastest way to announce that your home hasn't been updated since the Clinton administration. Every gold doorknob, cabinet pull, and chandelier chain doesn't just look outdated, it makes buyers wonder what else you've ignored. This is the halo effect. If the hardware is stuck in the 90s, buyers start assuming HVAC, the roof, and the water heater are just as neglected. It's not just about style, it's about trust. The good news? Swapping out every dated fixture for matte black or brushed nickel costs $500 on average, and you will recoup most of it at closing. In today's market, buyers expect clean lines and modern finishes. Ignore this detail, and you are handing them an excuse to chop thousands off their offer. For a few $100s, you can erase decades and their doubts in a single weekend. Sunrooms without heating and cooling look great in photos, but buyers spot the catch as soon as they step inside. That bright, airy space is freezing in January, and it feels like a greenhouse by July. Real estate listings often inflate the price per square foot by counting these rooms, but appraisers and lenders will not. Fannie Mae and VA guidelines require year-round comfort. If the room cannot hold 70 degrees, it is not part of the home's official size. Buyers feel misled, especially after touring a sunroom that is unusable half the year. Converting a 3-season room to a true 4-season space averages around $12,000, and most buyers would rather skip the hassle. Instead of seeing bonus living space, they see a tacked-on room and a reason to question the home's value. Inflated square footage and comfort problems turn a supposed upgrade into a liability. Popcorn ceilings are the silent deal-breaker lurking overhead in thousands of listings. Buyers spot that bumpy texture and immediately start calculating the cost to scrape it off, usually $1.50 to $4.50 per square foot. But the real panic sets in when they realize the ceiling could contain asbestos, especially in homes built before 1980. If a test comes back positive, removal is no longer a quick weekend project. Now you're looking at a full-scale abatement with professionals in hazmat suits, air filtration systems, and a price tag that can hit 5 figures. The house has to be emptied, sometimes for days, and the sale grinds to a halt while everyone waits for clearance. Lighting only makes things worse, casting shadows that make rooms feel smaller and ceilings feel lower. Buyers do not see a charming vintage touch. They see a health hazard and a renovation nightmare. That is why popcorn ceilings land near the top of the list. They spook buyers, stall deals, and eat straight into your bottom line. Permanent hobby rooms are the silent killers of home marketability. That built-in wine cellar or soundproof recording booth might have been your dream, but for most buyers, it is a headache in disguise. When a bedroom becomes a dark home theater or a garage becomes a pottery studio, the buyer pool shrinks, sometimes by as much as 40% according to agent surveys on specialized conversions. Families looking for a nursery or a home office will not pay extra for a room they will have to gut. The cost to de-specialize these spaces is not pocket change either. Converting a niche room back to a standard flex space often runs $5,000 to $10,000, and buyers factor that in before making an offer. Instagram might celebrate your custom Lego workshop, but the reality is a longer time on market and a lower sale price. Over-customization is a classic return on investment killer. Do not let your personal passion become someone else's deal breaker. Plug-ins, candles, and air fresheners might seem like a quick fix, but to buyers, they are a warning siren. The moment someone walks into a house that smells like vanilla cookies or ocean breeze, their guard goes up. Industry experts say strong scents do not reassure. They trigger suspicion. Buyers start asking themselves, what are they hiding? Mold, pet accidents, years of smoke. That skepticism is the fastest way to kill a deal, even faster than ugly ceilings or a botched DIY project. Real estate agents report that overwhelming smells make nearly 9 out of 10 buyers want to leave faster, and more than a quarter of deals that fall through after showings are tied to hidden odor issues. Sellers often go noseblind to their own home, missing the pet or musty smells that everyone else notices immediately. Once buyers suspect a cover-up, they start discounting their offers or walk away entirely. Professional odor remediation is not cheap either, running anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000. The hard truth, if you have to cover up a smell, you are better off fixing the source. No scent, no matter how sweet, can mask buyer distrust. That is why masking odors lands at number 1. It destroys trust and collapses sales faster than any physical defect on this list. Across all 10 disasters, one pattern is clear. Buyers punish anything that feels personal, risky, or unfinished. In today's market, your taste costs you real money. Selling isn't about showcasing your style, it's about clearing the stage for someone else's vision. Ready to cash out? Neutral wins.